Thank you, council member.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our next speaker is First Deputy Public Advocate Nick Smith.
Good evening. Can I be heard and or seen?
You are heard but not seen. Yes, now we can see you.
Okay, great. Hey, Stanley, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you all.
Hey, good to see you,
I'm
Nick.
Yep, yep. I am Nick Smith, again, First Deputy Public Advocate. Thank you for the opportunity. On behalf of Public Advocate Williams, in 2019, our office was proud to join survivors, advocates, and other electeds in opposing the proposed VOC rules at that time. Thankfully, those rules did not pass. In June of last year, the mayor made an overdue but welcome commitment to ending solitary confinement in New York City. And it is true that solitary confinement is torture. I'm proudly disappointed that the rules in front of the board today seem to betray this commitment and fail to provide justice for Layleen Polanco, Khalid Browder, and other countless victims of solitary confinement. These rules must be significantly revised in order to be considered legitimate into solitary. And there's three key points here. First, the conditions of those assigned to RMAS must be dramatically improved. As proposed, level one would be cramped and dark cages in the North Infirmary Command, which is notorious for brutal conditions. So-called out of cell time would be in a cage shared with only one other person, lack any real programming, recreation, or normal interactions, and be limited to only 10 hours a day, far lower than the BOC's minimum standards. The conditions in level 2 and 3 units are only marginally better. This contradicts those reforms' aims of reducing negative physical and mental impacts and affirming basic human rights. Changes there must be made. Next, there needs to be strict caps on the amount of time one is allowed to spend in RMAS. As written, the rules would allow for a person to be held in RMAS indefinitely. Changes should be made to guarantee that folks will move through RMAS at the presumed benchmarks in the rules 30, 45, or 60 days in level 1, 15 days in level 2, 15 in level 3. And if the previously referenced needed improvements to conditions are not made, the cap on RMAS 1 should be reduced to 15 days. Third and finally, it should be ensured that members of vulnerable groups and those who are not guilty in violations are not placed in RMAS. A robust due process system that includes the right to legal representation during discipline hearings that could result in RMAS assignment must be implemented. The board should mimic provisions in the Massachusetts Code of Regulations that establish this right to those in custody. Additionally, the categories of people exempted from RMAS must be expanded. I will close by saying that too much is at stake to have reforms that are ending solitary in name only. Ending solitary means more than reinventing the deck chairs. It means protecting the health and safety of those who are incarcerated, giving real opportunities to those who violate protocols to grow and improve, and abolishing punishment for punishment's sake. Our office looks forward to reviewing a revised version of these rules, and we thank you for the opportunity. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Nick.